Shalom, friends. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to Parashat Mi-Kets. This is the story of Joseph in Egypt. It's the story of an Israelite in the non-Jewish kingdom in the palace of the king. Joseph and Esther are two stories like that. They have a lot in common. So I want to use this week to talk about the value of diaspora, the value of Jews being scattered around the world. I do not do so as a new diasporist, as an anti-Zionist. I'm not an anti-Zionist at all. I've always believed in the strength and the importance of the strength of two equal Jewish communities, Bavel and Yerushalayim, as Professor Shimon Ravidovich coined the phrase many years ago. I somehow grew up intellectually in his shadow, though I never knew him, and I still believe in it. We are best off when we have two strong, creative communities that give to one another, that influence one another mutually, that help to shape one another. I'm not a Zionist who believes that everything has to be centered on the Jewish community in Eretz Yisrael and the rest is just a cheering section. Not at all. I believe in two strong, equal, creative communities. So the story of Yosef as a Jew living in diaspora, as it were, living outside Eretz Yisrael. Why is he there? He's not there just to save his family. Joseph is not like Noah. Remember Noah, who built the ark only for his family and didn't do anything to save his generation? Joseph is not like that. He is there to save Egypt. It's through Joseph that Egypt stays safe from destruction in the Great Famine. He contributes to the society he's come into. Yosef has come letaken, to help, to restore, to fix a problem. His name indicates it. Yosef means from lehosif, to add something. Yosef adds something that wouldn't have been there without him. You couldn't have had it without him. That's why the figure of Yosef is associated with Yesod in the Kabbalah. Yesod is the sphera that gathers all the light and all the energy that comes from mysterious hidden places above, pulls it together, and then fructifies the Shekhinah, then sends blessing into the Shekhinah, and from there into all the world. He adds something that wasn't there without him. In the Hasidic readings, the key words in this parsha are first Mitzrayim itself, which means the narrow place, narrowness of vision, small-mindedness. The Meitzar, which leads to Tsar, which leads to Tzara, the pain and the suffering that comes out of being in the narrow straits, not being able to get out of the narrow straits. Mitzrayim means the delta originally. It means the narrow, but in the Hasidic reading, it means the narrow straits of life. The other word is shever. The key verse is Vayar Yaakov ki yesh shever b'Mitzrayim. Jacob saw there was something broken in Egypt. And then he understood that his son had to go there to work on it, to fix. And his other sons would have to go too, and eventually he would have to join them. He understood that somehow this was their divine mission or fate or whatever you want to call it. They had to do it. It was important. They had something to give. And so he lets his family settle in Eretz Goshen. He goes with them. Yaakov Ishuvei Tova. Jacob came down with his whole household. We're going to read at the beginning of Shmot. As a person who lives in diaspora, and was happy living in diaspora, even though I spent a great deal of time in Eretz Yisrael, because I love it too. I love the Jewish creativity and all kinds of good things there. I'm still a Zionist, but I'm a terribly disappointed Zionist. But that doesn't make me give up by any means. I asked myself, why are we here in the diaspora? Why are we here in the United States? The place where I'm recording this from, the place where my library is behind me. That's not one of those backgrounds. It's a real library. We're here because we have something to give. We're here because we have something to teach. That's always our mission, to give and to teach. So I want to say something about what I think we have to give. We have to deliver the message that we are all children of one father or one parent, one source. Lama nivra adam yechidi. Why were only Adam and Eve created? To teach you that nobody should be able to say to anybody else, "My father was greater than your father." How America needs to learn that now regarding migrants, regarding immigration, regarding refugees, how much we have failed at that now, and how important our witness is for those things. Our witness from our Torah, but our witness also from our history, our years of displacement and suffering. We have that to teach and that to witness. We are here to witness that every human being is the image of God. That's our essential teaching, our essential interpersonal teaching. And it comes at the beginning of Genesis because it applies to every human being, not just Jews, not just American citizens. It applies to everyone. Tselem Elohim is universal. There's a clear path from image of God to human rights. There's a great book I read recently by Tomer Persico who traces that history. In God's Image, I think it's called. Recommend it highly. We are here to teach people that you can find sparks of holiness even in the most unlikely places. Even in the most unlikely places, even in the most seemingly defiled places, there are sparks of light to be found. And our job is to raise them up and to teach other people how to raise them up. That's not an exclusively Jewish preoccupation, but it's something we know something about and have to teach it. So it shouldn't just be the most secularized and assimilated Jews who contribute greatly to American culture, as it often has been, but people who know the riches of our own tradition. I believe it's welcome. It's still welcome in America, even in America of today. People would still like to learn from us and know what we have to offer. I think we have something to say about the pace of life that is increasing so drastically in our age. The lesson of Shabbat, the lesson of getting off the treadmill once a week and not working at your livelihood, not pushing to get ahead, but staying back and relaxing and then appreciating the possibility of holiness in the world. Remember, Yom Menucha Ukdusha, a day of rest and holiness. You can't have holiness unless you have the leisure to discover it. So I think sharing that is part of our witnessing to the world, and we should be doing it more actively and giving more actively. So why are we here in Mitzrayim? Why are we here in this sometimes very narrow-minded place? We're seeing it now at its worst, I'm afraid. We're seeing the worst face of this society. Narrow-minded, bigoted, limited vision, no real sense of where we're going. We're seeing all the worst because there is shever. There is brokenness in this Mitzrayim, and we are here to respond to it. Let's do it. Shabbat Shalom, Shavua Tov. See you next week.